The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you got the Dow Industrials up 47, Nasdaq's down 14, S&Ps are up 2, and gold's on the run, folks. Up 1160 at 1149.20. You got silver up 30 cents at $16. Platinum's up 28. You have copper up a penny and a half. Oil's up $1. King dollar is accelerating on the way down. That's down 365. If we go inside these commodity markets quickly, what you're going to see is the only thing negative at this particular point is that you have nickel down 0.8%, cattle's off 0.5%, and cocoa's down 0.3%. Other than that, everything is in the green, and in the green pretty good. You got oil up 2 3/10. Gasoline's up 2. You got silver up 2. You got lean hogs up 1. Bottom line is that if we go over and we take a look at this silver market first, okay, because silver is leading the charge out here. The SIZ, let's SIZ5. So this is what we have. Man, this is a nice setup. We're in a very fast market here, folks. Okay, so check it out. So silver in 3 days. The volatility is there, no doubt. Silver goes from a price point of $14.30, we're at $16.05. It's blowing away the swing point of $15.77. What that sets up, man, that sets up $17.85. That's where this baby wants to get up to. That is the highs that were generated out here on the May 18th. So it's a big number. If we go over to the gold market, we take a look at gold. What you have with gold is this. Gold right now is up $11.10. We're trading out at $11.47. Nice price spread out here. We get 66,000 contracts traded. The intraday ABC structure, you want to see something that's pretty cool, okay? Even intraday, see, what we did is that intraday, we took out this B point, we took it out with volume. That was at the first expansion up this morning at, we had, let's see, this is actually before the, right when the market opened, okay? We got 2,500 contracts in. That took out a very large ABC structure from yesterday. The 8 point on that, it's a 35.8 A to B structure. So bottom line, both those want higher price. Now, if we go over to the NQs, this is really intriguing, and this happens. You don't see it happen a lot, but this morning it was pretty cool because what they did is that they managed to get the NQs flat on the open when in fact the IBB was down, and inside the IBB, of course, you have a weighting structure that pulls the NQs down. They're hanging tough, okay? Bottom line, they had opened at 43.07. They go down to 42.82. Right now, they're at 43.10. What I expect you're going to see, though, is that you're going to see additional pressure on the NQs, and the NQs, what's going to basically suck the market down. Right now, the IBB is trading down 655. Now, the IBB is the biotech index, of course, but what the IBB did yesterday was fail on price, on volume, all of the above, and this is the kicker, it has a high volume swing low at 285. We're already into the bar from the 28th. The top of that bar, folks, is 308. The bottom is 285. Bottom line, my take, that's where it wants to go. Inside that IBB, it's a vicious contract. Well, it's a vicious. It's vicious on the way up and it's beautiful on the way down. No, it's vicious. It's great on the way up and vicious on the way down. Alumina is down $25 at $137. If we take a look at this baby, this has come down straight down from $240 to $137. but it's not done going down. This little baby here looks like it's going to run down into the $40 level. I mean, that's pretty intense. The first place we'll have any type of support is going to be 106, which was the January 2014 level where it had gone topside. You know, thus far, we're coming down with way too much volume. You're already past the top of that range. The top of that range was 154. The bottom is 106. So, and this is where you want to wrap your head around how this market is trading. And what we had on the 25th of September is that you had the aspect of the Dow is up, the S&Ps are up, and all of a sudden what happened is that the IBB started taking apart the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ was down 1.57% that day, folks, okay? And it's not that it has to get down 1.57%, but I expect what you're going to see is that NASDAQ is going to basically take that south. Now, the setup here, if we go over to the, first we go over to the Q, what you're going to see is that the Qs yesterday, put this on a weekly, daily for a second. Okay, so what you're going to see in the Qs is this. When we came down, you know, so picture, first we come off the August highs, and you come off those highs with vicious volume. We came down the first day, meaning that the 20th with 52 million. Second day, you come down with 97 million, and then at the August 24th, 150 million. Now, as you went back topside again, you did a nice counter trend bounce. You got up on the 17th. You got all the way to 108.72. That was the high. 106.64 was the low. Well, bottom line is that what did we hit yesterday? We hit 105.78. Now, it didn't get to the low of the high, okay? All it got to was the low of the high, which was generated on the 18th. That number is 105.17. That's the low. 106.60 was the high. Well, we got to 105.78, so we got into it. But what did we do? We got into that level with 32 million shares versus 48 million. What I expect you're going to see, that's the stopping point right there. Markets, for some reason, love to go up into the bottoms of these. So what you'd be looking for today is a close under 105.17. You get a close under 105.17, that's going to set up a run right back down to the 98.75, and we'll see what kind of juice you get as we move down to that level. And now if we go over to Apple, what you're going to see, and this is really weird, man. It's not weird, but it's so wild that, you know, you have the IBB and Apple running the show. Apple just can't get traction. Now, in the last 2 days, you can see that market, you know, if you look at the Dow is up $600, right? Bottom line, Apple moved up $5. Apple's giving it up right now. Apple's not only giving it up, it's giving it up with juice right now. You know, it spiked up here this morning, got to 111.49. It's at 109.80 right now. When you take a look at Apple, what you're going to see is this. And I'll show you this for a second because this is pretty impressive. If I put this over here, what you're going to see is the unloading of real price and numbers. If you're in your car, I'll explain what you're looking at, right? What we're looking at is this. These are the higher numbered trades on Apple this morning. And what you're going to see is that right off the bat, okay, they sucked people in. 440,000 were bought on the open. And then guess what? Then they just start unloading it. 23,000, 16,000, 14,000, 12,000. Now, they're unloading these as Apple goes down, okay? They want out, and they want out quick. That's what you're looking at in the screen. That's the actual trades. If we go over and we take a look at it intraday, what you're going to see is that you're going to see that it's going to make a run for the lower end of this consolidation, which is 109.07, and we'll see whether you get juiced out at that level. Bottom line, what I expect, as I said at the beginning, what you're going to see is that the IBB, folks, okay, runs the deal. And it was so cool that the IBB was down, and they got the NQs all the way up. That is as cool as you can get for an edge inside the marketplace. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We go over and we take a look at some of these gold stocks. Anico Eagle, you got action. There's action all over the place, by the way. And, you know, it is so cool because the bottom line is that, you know, there's still plenty of bears inside the metal market. You know, and these stocks are up like 20% in all of 2 weeks, okay? So that's how they like to trade. That's the bottom line. And they have been killed. But bottom line, you got strength. Anico Eagles right now is going over its swing point. We'll see whether it's going to have the juice. It looks thus far that it can get the juice. Anico Eagles at 28. That wants to run to 34. You could take a look at Rangel Resources. Excuse me, folks. Rangel is up $1.73 right now. That's making the run up to 68.12. Franco-Nevada FNV. Franco-Nevada is up 14 cents. Your swing point is 48. We're at 48.12 and 6. That's going to be a little more juice, but bottom line, that also wants to get up to the $56 level. There's going to be silver. Silver really got some juice underneath. It's pretty amazing what's going on with silver. If we go take a look at a few of the silver stocks, they also have the juice on it. You get Great Panther is up 4 cents. Yeah, that's trading at 47. That is going to blow away its swing point with huge volume too, by the way. And the swing point is 1.5 million. You're already done 610,000. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow right now is up 22. NASDAQ taking it south, baby, down 24. That's the IBB. S&P's off $1.50. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We want to know what's going on in your world. Now, the world of these markets, folks, you talk about high volatility. Well, we have it out here in spades, and I don't expect it's going to change either. As I said a little bit earlier, you have these markets. They're fast, big time, and, you know, the lows that were established out here on Friday, well, guess what? A couple-day rally, you're going to see these babies coming on, roaring right back at you, which is just pretty amazing. There's no doubt about it. And they seem to, you know, your rallies will come out of nowhere, your retracements will come out of nowhere. But when the retracements come, they're fast, meaning, because you're talking about counter-trend retracements, meaning going back topside. They're coming into where you have huge downward pressure inside the markets, and then what ends up happening, bottom line, is that as you start going south again, your volume starts accelerating once again. So it's going to be intriguing out here today to see if, in fact, we do have that volume that does expand. You know, thus far, hasn't been able to hold price. If you heard our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, it's going to get intriguing because this is a cycle date. It's really crazy that you can actually get to a swing point that has volume, it gives it up on price, and then starts blowing apart. So the market certainly hasn't blown apart yet. What you do have, however, is that when we started the show, the IBB was only down $5. Now it's down $10.60. You have 900,000 shares coming at you. Bottom line is that you're into the swing point. The swing point that we're talking about is 308. The high, the low is 285. Guess what? It's going, and it's going to go down there. And you know, we'll see what kind of juice it has as it gets into that lower level. If we take a look at Apple, you know, Apple's flat right now. So inside the indices, this is what we have inside the indices right now. You have the Dow Industrials. Well, here, let me pull the Dow first. Okay, so strength versus the weakness inside the Dow. Inside the Dow, it's all about DuPont. DuPont's up 10%, up 572. Chevron is up $1.65, $85. You have GE up 45 cents, and Cisco is up 43 cents. The laggards inside the Dow is United Health is down 232. You got Merck off 66. Johnson & Johnson's down 99, and Apple is off 66. Inside the NDX 100, this is what you have inside the NDX 100. The winners bringing it higher, even though it's down 25, is Seagate Technology is up 85. You have Win up 124. Viacom is up 78, and Cisco's up 42. Taking it south. We know what that is all about. You got Illumina down $25. AFCO Technologies down 6. You got Vertex Pharmaceutical off 586, and Skyworks is down 4. Now, out of those, this is what's pretty wild here. Out of those, folks, you get Illumina and Vertex Pharmaceutical. What's that all about? That's about the IBB. Avco Technologies and Skyworks is all about Apple. So those babies are going south, and they're going south very quickly. That is an indication. In fact, if we look at Skyworks, so check this out. This is pretty amazing, actually. Skyworks, is down from a high of 112. August 24th has a high volume swing low of $70.87. It bounces to 91. It goes from 70 to 91. You're back to 77 right now. You're breaking a B point, and you're breaking it with volume. So the A point on this is 92. Your B is 82. You get $10. This is going to 75, and right now we're at 77. So more than likely, what does that mean? More than likely, you're probably going to go to $70, which is pretty wild, man. That's Skyworks. Let's go to Avco. Let's take a look at Avco. Avco is down 5%. It's down $6. This also is now, this equity had gone from a high of 150 4 months ago to 100. Does a counter trend bounce to 134? Oh my God, that's sick. 34% counter trend bounce. It's back down to 115. This is also taking a B point out with volume. So your A point on this is 134. Your B's 118. So what? 18, 28. What's that? That's $16. Your C point is 25. So you're dealing with 109. You're at 115, and 115 is the top of August 24th. And you're coming into that top with way too much volume. The August 24th, folks, had 2.3 million. You're already at 500,000. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Dow Industrials are up 5. Nasdaq's down 35. S&Ps are up 3.5. That IBB is a culprit, folks. You stay right there. We'll come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 11. Nasdaq's down 31. S&Ps are off 3. It's pretty amazing, too, that the Dow can't hold price when you have DuPont, Chevron, and GE up so dramatically. That's just showing how weak the rest of the equities are inside the Dow Industrials. Now, let's go over to the bond market, because the bond market, folks, continues to give the most reliable information out in this marketplace and has for a long period of time. So 10-year traded to 128.22 today. Is actually going to have lighter volume, rejecting lower price. This 10-year wants to run. It's a complex ABC up. And what a complex ABC up is this, folks. You take out the B point, you take it out with volume. We took out this B point on the 2nd rather. We go top side and we did 1.9 million contracts. We get to 130. It pulls back. Yesterday, pulled back with anemic volume. The zero sellers. Pulls back 898,000 contracts. Today, we've done 594, so we'll probably do around the same. You're going to see this thing once again run for the highs, more than likely follow through. And what that's all about is that's just about folks wanting their money back. 30-year, it's the exact same setup. So you have harmony inside the marketplace, inside the bond market. 30-year, what it did is this. Now, the 30-year didn't take out its swing high of 160-117 when it went into it. We had the volume, though. It's pushing. It pushed higher, pushed to 160.20, had 338,000 contracts. Yesterday, you pulled back with 180,000, and today, it's going to reject lower price, and it doesn't even look like it's going to do 180. So what that's also setting up to make a run for this 160-117, and, you know, I expect you're going to see that pull it, get up and over it. And why? Well, why, folks? Because, folks, basically there's more demand for bonds than there are bonds. That's what it comes down to. We go take a look at the yield structures right now. The 10-year is at 2.046. So we're going to see that back under 2 once again. You got the now when we look at that structure across the world too. Bottom line is that structure is still very inexpensive in the context of where we are. You know, it's like we're at 2. France is at 0.9%. Germany's at 0.5. You got to ask yourself why. Italy's at 1.6. Spain's at 1.8. You know, bottom line, that level is going down, and you know we put this on a 30-year. What you're going to see in the 30-year is this: we are at 2.8. France is at 9. This is pretty amazing, actually. No, okay, France is at 1.9. Germany's at 1.3. That is very inexpensive money. The bottom line, folks, you want a mortgage, go out there and get it. Inside the NDX 100, what we continue to have is it's the same stocks that are basically pushing that lower. If we go take a look at the strength inside there, I believe the only one is, let me just see, because when you're looking, yes, it's the same thing. See, when the strength inside the NDX 100 are all dead cat bounces. Seagate Technology is the number one. That's up 94 cents. Well, Seagate just went from $60 down to 41.59. Now you got a dead cat going. This thing is just this thing has got killed, man. This is pretty amazing, actually. So Win in the last 6 months has gone from 135 down to $50.96. Right now you're at 65. There's nothing here. Now, this is something to keep your eye on, and this is what it is. The Win came off the lows, and you had some nice strength. Okay, we came off the low last Thursday. Win goes from $54 to $63. The following day, it goes up to 67. Today's at 67, testing it. Guess what? It hasn't got to a swing point. You don't get to a swing point, let me tell you something, that's a monster problem, folks, because swing points are where the market talks, walks, and squawks. That's all of a dead cat. That's all that is at this particular point. Let's go to Jerry in Boston. Hey, Jerry, what's going on?
Tommy, thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it. Looking at McEwen Mining. Looking to see if we can get over this 98-cent level. Want your opinion on that.
Okay, so let's take a look. You get the McEwen Mining. The low for the year out here is 65 cents. The high is 194. Okay, so all these golds are set up the exact same way, folks. They come off the bottom on the 24th, 25th of July. They had a couple nice signs of strength on the 10th and 11th of August. Have high volume swing points at the 21st of August as well as the 21st of September. This one is the 18th of September. Okay, so we're
That's a little trouble there at the 18th. You know, it's having a little trouble getting over this 98-cent mark.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. It's gonna. It looks like it's gonna have to build more cars. You're at 264,000 right now. And you don't need like 1.5 million, but you want to see, you want to see a million, 1.2. Well, you might get one. Let's see. It's a 1040. It's an hour and a half. That's 500, 750. You might get 750. You're gonna need more. That's what that comes down to. You're gonna need more. You need more. You need more buyers, man.
Right on. Thank you, Tommy.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Take care.
And, you do have divergence. If we go to the XAU and the HUI, though, they're both moving with velocity, folks. The XAU right now is at 53.32. Swing it's going after is 54.74. It already blew away. It blew away yesterday the swing from the 18th. HUI, the Gold Bugs Index, what you have there is that is up $5 right now. That's running into 133.11. We're at 125.71, and I expect you're going to see the same type of setup there. That setup being that 133.11. I suspect it seems that what we have happening right now is this: is that the metals are actually going to start working like a currency. And the reason probably has to do with, let's go to the dollar for a second. What you're going to see is this. This dollar can't handle higher price, but I expect what you're going to see is that most of the currencies across the world, folks, have broken down. Now, as they break down, all that means, when I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, that totally makes sense that the dollar will pull back. It's kind of like the bond market, because what is the supply and demand inside the structure of the same vehicle? And so when you look at the dollar, it's like, guess what? Bottom line, dollar will go to lower price. Why will go to lower price? Because what ends up happening is that the rest of the currencies are going to lower price, and that still makes the dollar stronger in the context of those currencies, but yet number-wise, in the context of actually what it can buy value-wise, not even value, like real asset-wise, is going to be less. And that's where gold is kicking in. That's where silver is kicking in. And let's go to that oil market and see if that is going to kick in. So oil, oil just doesn't have the traction right now. Oil's, we did yesterday. Yesterday did 323,000 contracts. You're up 93 cents with 151,000. Oil's going to need more contracts. Oil needs more juice in here. Let me see this intraday. Well, intraday is not a bad setup. 1 second, hold it right there. Yeah, you know what? Intraday, this could get interesting. Intraday, this could go. Because what you had is this. It got up to 47.40. Well, 47.10 is your swing, and it needed more juice. It was going into 17,000 contracts, and it ended up doing 15,000. That's not a bad deal. It'll try for that swing once again. That swing that we're talking about, it's over the swing right now, but it'd have to get over it once again with real juice. But it has a shot out here today. That's how that's set up right now. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market right now, you have PMC Sierra, that's getting taken out. It's amazing too, folks, when you think about it. So, they're yapping all day out here this morning that, you got to take over PMC Sierra. The stock closed at $6.40. Takeover is at somewhere about $10.50. The bottom line is that, which is just crazy, is that this is a stock that hasn't been able to get out of its way for just so many years. It's pretty amazing. It's been a consolidation since 2006. So I guess they're probably elated that they're getting taken over. That's what it comes down to. But you got Exact Science. What the heck is this? Look at this thing. Exact Science. That's taking a hit. So let's see. They focus on developing, commercializing non-invasive screening tests for detection of colorectal cancer. The low, this stock is down $8.19. So evidently, excuse me, folks, they were probably in some type of test. It didn't fly out there, and this thing, you want to see something that even biotechs, they come back to the last time with volume. This is it. $10.90 to $6.93. Monster volume, 57 million on the monthly. And that's where that baby is trading into. We go over overseas. Now this is where, so let's see, 11:30 we close overseas. That's another 45 minutes. And what we have is this. Let's see. Let me put this. So thus far, the DAX is holding. We're up 84 at 98.99. Okay, so the DAX, 98.61. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So watch this, folks. 98.61 is the number you want to keep your eye on. And what that is this. That also is the September 18th, how we came down. We came down with monster volume that day on the DAX. So that's a big number out there today. It's $49 over that at this particular point. We'll see whether that holds in the next 45 minutes. The FTSE in the UK is over the downdraft, and the FTSE is at 63.19, and anything over 62.84 is saying, we can go higher. We'll see. There's definitely a disconnect there. That disconnect is out there, and we'll see how that straightens out. If we go take a look at the composite, the New York composite, what you have with the composite, this morning we hit 10,205. We're at 10,157, and that is already failing the high of yesterday. And what that is doing, it didn't make it to the lows of the high on the 17th. These are classics too, by the way, folks. Okay, you'll look back at these as technical setups, and this is about as classic as you get. Meaning, you have a nice counter trend bounce. You go topside on the 17th. We go all the way back down, and we try to blow out the lows. Doesn't have enough juice to blow out the lows. We go back topside again. Try to take out the highs. Not enough juice to take out the highs. Guess what? Now we go back down the other side and try to take out the lows. It's absolutely wild, man, just how this whole thing is shaking out. Inside the financials, let's go to the financials, the XLF. Inside these financials, they're testing the high. Oh, watch this. This is pretty sick. Now, this is testing the high with dramatically lighter volume. The XLF yesterday hit a price point of 23.21. We hit 23.21 again today, right on the button, which is like insane. We've done 8 million shares versus 38 million. And hit it on the button. That's crazy, man. And that, by the way, that's not even close to being enough. What you need is 61 million. 61, 51, give it the benefit of the doubt, say 51. 10 million less, bottom line, it's not even close. But what you are getting is that now you're getting an additional test of the high of yesterday with dramatically lighter volume. The XLE, we go into the, this got traction, man. Okay, so this got traction. These commodities are getting traction, man. This is saying that the dollar is going to go south. So we're at 66.92. 66.86 was the last high. Oh, you're going to have the volume. It's taking it out on volume, man. Yeah, there's action here. There's action. Yesterday we did 23 million. We're going to do much more than that. 6.8 to 48. Yeah, we're going to do a lot more than that. So we have action in that commodity market, and I suspect that's yeah. When we started the show, you had 4. Well, I have 29 commodities on the screen. When we started the show, only 4 were in the red. Now you only have 3 in the red, and cocoa is close to going in the green. And the largest mover is orange juice. We don't trade that, but we certainly trade silver, crude oil, hogs, gasoline, wheat. They're all of the above, and all of the above do have juice in them. We go take a look at the amount of volume that we're dealing with thus far. You're dealing with 233 million on the NYSE, and you got to remember, you went to a higher high and 571 million on the NASDAQ, and guess what? The NASDAQ didn't get to a higher high, so you're going down on volume in the NASDAQ. You went to a higher high in the NYSE. You're going to give it up on price with lighter volume. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow Industrials up 16, Nasdaq's down 35, S&Ps are off $3. Percentage-wise, is what you have. What's happening out here? The Dow's up 0.1%. S&Ps are down 0.2, and the Nasdaq is down 0.7. The Nasdaq's the one to watch out here, folks. Okay, you're going to see more pressure coming into it. Now, check this out. This is pretty intense. So, Freeport-McMoRan, folks. Okay, FCX. FCX right now, this is an equity that absolutely has got smoked. This equity is one of the largest copper miners, gold miners, and oil companies. Bottom line, though, what ended up happening is that they bought oil at exactly the wrong time. FCX has gone from $39 in, let's see, July of 2014 down to $7 right now. You're at $11.59. The amazing thing about it, this is, you see this happen so many times, man. Bottom line, they bought energy. So here, watch this for a second. I'll show you. We'll put oil up. And so if I'm going to put oil up, and I'm going to put it up on a 2-year chart. So 2 years ago, oil's at $95. Well, that's when they bought a monster oil company. Guess what? They're spinning it off. That's the bottom line. It took them 2 years to realize that, okay, we're out of this. See you later. We don't want it. Bottom line is that what they're going to do now is spin that company back off. And, that's when you make bad choices at highs, it's pretty incredible. And, those large companies, they seem to do that very well. And it's like, man, how does that work? How can you run a monster company? And I suspect what it has to do with is it has to do with the leverage. Because I heard Barry Steinhardt this morning was on CNBC. Now, this guy, man, I really like this guy. He's really bright. It's a much larger thought process. He was talking about the real estate market this morning. He was talking about interest rates. And large billion-dollar companies, so when they're buying places, they're normally using about 75% leverage. And he was explaining that they got to be so careful now because if rates go just up 1 percentage rate, 1 point, and this is within 4 or 5 years, that he was talking about if they, on a $1 billion deal, that would wipe out all the equity inside a leveraged bet of 75%. Now, I got to do those numbers myself, so I really want to wrap my head around that because that's pretty intense. But more than likely, that is what you also had happen inside that oil market, okay? Bottom line, large companies can leverage a lot more money out. So when they're leveraging that out, what ends up happening, if it goes right, that's why you can see them make billions of dollars. When it goes wrong, it only has to go wrong a little, and it's a wipeout. Now, in oil's case, it went wrong a lot. And you can see FCX why it got smoked. I guess the good thing is that they are spinning it off. You know, when you cut to the chase, that is the positive inside the aspect. Why? Because you're talking about a stop. When we go back to the IBB, folks, okay, the IBB is the culprit out here. You know, we started the program, the IBB was down $6. Halfway through it was down $10. Now you're down $12. You're at 1.3 million shares, and it's going after this swing low. I don't expect it's going to hit it today, but we're at 301. 285.53 is the high volume swing low. And the way that the IBB likes to trade, bottom line is that I expect you're going to see lower prices coming at you. What is amazing is that the largest weighting structure inside of it is Biogen. And Biogen thus far is going after its last swing low, and it does have volume behind that move. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be coming up next, growling and prowling with you. Then, of course, we have the Kevin Hinks, TD Ameritrade, Steve Rhodes, Darryl Martin, Dave White, myself. Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. Look forward to speaking this afternoon. Go get them, folks.